What's up guys, welcome back to Finance to Fly. My name is Luke and I'm here to help you elevate your travel while minimizing your spending. Today we're going to look at some of the pros and cons of traveling with credit card points. And so we're all on the same page. A quick side note, I wanted to make this video to show you both sides of the fence pretty much when it comes to earning points and spending points. So first we're going to start off with the pros. The first pro of using points when it comes to traveling is that it reduces the cost of traveling a lot. From getting your hotels to be free, from your plane ticket only being your taxes and fees, traveling with points and miles can really help you see the world with a budget. I'd say for most people, if not all, when it comes to traveling, hotels and airlines and airplane tickets are the most expensive part of the travel. And when you can really eliminate that down to near nothing or nothing at all, it allows you to spend a little bit more cash on the experiences that you can have at these places, and it allows you to eat better food or eat at different restaurants, maybe one that you really wanted to but it was a little bit out of your price range with a normal budget, but because you use points it's now in your price range because you're not using that much cash on the hotels or airlines. Not having a few hundred, few thousand, or even tens of thousands of dollars leave your bank account before you even started traveling to the airport can give you a lot of relief financially when it comes to traveling, especially when you're traveling with a family or a lot more people. The second pro of using points when it comes to traveling is that points can really get you anywhere in the world. If you are determined to have a certain flight experience, let's say a first class ticket from JFK to Tokyo on ANA, that's possible. And you won't have to pay the $10,000 price tag that usually comes with that ticket. If you learn the game, have patience and flexibility of when you can book your trips, you're able to find that once in a lifetime booking that takes a $10,000 plane ticket down to like $500 with taxes and fees. Learning the game is also pretty fun too. Take for example that trip that I just mentioned about traveling on ANA in first class. I happened to find one of these tickets available a little while back for a cherry blossom season in 2025. I couldn't book it because I wasn't ready to make plans yet and I wasn't really thinking of traveling to Japan. I just happened to be looking at it just for some fun, but I was able to get a laugh because of just how I stumbled across it, because a lot of times that award availability is very, very hard to find. I mean, it's pretty fun overall, at least in my opinion, and I think it's even more fun to hit that confirm booking button. Because when I hit that confirm booking button, I know that I just booked a trip that I usually could not have afforded, but because I use points and miles and have played this game, I am now able to take that whole trip. The third pro of booking travel with points is definitely the cancellation policies. I found that with hotels and airlines, they always have two options, the non-refundable rate and the refundable rate when it comes to paying with cash. Well, you always want to pick the refundable rate because always there's a chance that something goes wrong and you have to cancel this trip, right? But that's oftentimes either $20 to $50 extra for a night at a hotel, or with an airplane ticket, it's gonna be a few $100s more. If you're like me, I don't have the money to book a non-refundable ticket and just spend the extra $100 because I am nervous about having to cancel this for unseen reasons. That's why I usually book the non-refundable ticket, because I'm balling on a budget. But when you book with points, they have better cancellation policies, and with hotels you can oftentimes just cancel a couple days beforehand. With flights, like I know with United, you're able to change your flight whenever you want and cancel your flight with no fee. Some airlines charge $50, $100, etc. But that small fee is a much better option than having to pay the extra $100 up front, and you only have to pay that small fee if you have to cancel. And I'd say that's overall better than having to cancel a $500 plane ticket or a hotel room, because you book the non-refundable rate with cash and you cannot cancel it without losing all your money or your deposit, and you have to actually cancel it. The flexibility points offer when it comes to cancellations is great, and it can honestly help you if you don't want to book something for a non-refundable rate. So with anything that's good, there's always some bad. Now we're going to talk about the cons of award travel. The first con, and probably the dumbest of all the cons I can think of, is that you don't earn points on award stays. This is kind of a dumb way of thinking it, but I must include it. And why, you may ask? Well, this is mostly for more expensive trips, but say you have a $15,000 bill coming to you on your Aspire card for hotels and food, etc., and other hotels, blah, blah, blah. Who knows why you're having this come, but maybe you have a big extended family trip for a week or so, or you're just paying for a couple other friends, rooms, blah, 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 something like that, right? When you pay for that $15,000 trip, which is all hotel charges and stuff like that, you're gonna earn 510,000 points, and it will most likely cost a lot more for you to book it. And I'd say more of this tip to be geared towards group trips or trips where you're pooling in money so that you're not paying that much out of pocket, but maybe say you're going with 10 friends and you get like 5 rooms somewhere, right? Something like that, I don't know. But it's better for you to pool it because instead of just using the points, because you'll earn a lot more points. But going back to my example, that 510,000 points can be used towards another trip, maybe the Waldorf Astoria in Cancun, the Conrad Maldives, another luxury hotel that you can think of in the Hilton brand. But a 5-night stay is going to be costing less than 500,000 points, and that 5-night stay will also probably cost around $15,000. So there is kind of an opportunity cost when it comes to paying with points versus paying with cash. Obviously you can pay with points, not have to pay all that cash up front, but if you pay with cash, you're gonna earn points that can then go towards a later trip. And I guess this all comes down to your strategy and what you want to do within the next 2 to 3 years, because that would matter if you want to pay with points or if you don't. In the end, you just gotta look and see if it's gonna make sense for your redemptions, and if you can get a high value redemption later down the road, maybe you hold your points a little bit longer or whatnot, what kind of situation you're in. It all depends on that. I know it's not the biggest con, but I just wanted to include it because I think it's a good idea to think about. So the second con of award travel is definitely going to be the availability. Award travel, as you know, is going to be hard to find, especially with airline tickets that are in business or first class or a luxury hotel. There's always a limit on how many rooms are available to book or seats that are able to be booked through award travel. And this really can cause you to have to stretch your trips or even struggle to find dates that you can fly on. And this really, really, really stretches it when you have other people traveling with you. And I guess this jumps right into the third con, which is award travel really has to work if you have a flexible schedule and you aren't set on a certain date or week of the year. Obviously you can do that, but it's gonna be much harder and you're gonna have to book out much farther away. A lot of times you have to book this with a range of dates in mind. Instead of just narrowing yourself to the first week of August, you should open it up to maybe the whole month of August or even the whole month of July and August. When you narrow yourself down to specific dates, it makes it harder for you to find better award availability, especially if you're not booking 10, 11, 12 months in advance. This can raise the points cost from 50 to 100,000 points, which can be a really big difference and could negatively affect your plans. And this jumps into another great fourth con. It's that you have to book award travel far in advance. The most insane, the more lucrative the award travel is, the farther in advance you have to book it. Oftentimes when you try to book a hotel in a popular area, let's just say the Maldives, because I like to use that as an example. You want to book the Waldorf Astoria on points, you have to find it the minute the award availability comes out because it books up immediately. Either that, or if you don't book right away, the award price will go up and then you're having to pay more points out of pocket when you could have definitely paid less. Now for the fifth and final con of award travel that I could think of. It's having too many different ecosystem points, but not having enough points in the ecosystem that you need for that certain trip you're booking. I mean, it's great for you to have 50,000 Amex, Chase, Marriott, Capital One, Hilton, IHG, and Hyatt points, right? Each of those points are great, right? As you have probably 300,000 points spread out across a bunch of different programs, but that might not help when it comes to booking an award travel. That might get you only one night at a hotel or maybe a one-way ticket on an airline, which can cause issues when it comes to booking because you don't have enough points where you want to stay, or maybe you don't have enough points to have your stay be longer, which just causes issues. That's why I do think it is better to have all your points in kind of a funnel system, so you only have Amex, Chase, Capital One points at the top, and then you can funnel them out to airlines, hotel brands, as you need them instead of having them in the hotel brands and the airline program, so that when it comes time to book, you can transfer the amount of points you need over to that certain hotel or airline program so that you aren't wasting points and you are using the points when you need them. So all in all, there's a lot of pros and a lot of cons when it comes to award bookings. And while I did mention more cons in this video, I do have to side with the pros. Right now, there's no way in heck I could travel anywhere in the world pretty much outside of the United States, but because I have learned the points game, I'm able to travel business class over to Europe whenever I want. We're only paying $200 to $300 in taxes and fees. I mean, award travel has allowed me to travel a lot more than I would be able to with just a normal cash rate, because I can't afford a normal cash rate. Obviously, I have to pay for food and experiences when I'm over there, but when that's the only cost that I have when traveling, it narrows it down and I'm able to limit those when I'm over there. Points travel has allowed me to unlock experiences that I never thought I would be able to have at this early of an age. So I definitely have to side with them. But with that being said, what do you think? Did I miss anything? Do you like that you use points? Do you not use points? What redemptions of yours have been your favorite, or which ones are you trying to book? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you could hit that like and subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a great day.